Welcome to Middle East Info. Today, we delve into a pivotal issue that continues to reverberate across the Middle East, the Kurdish dilemma shaking the Middle East. As we navigate the nuances of this topic, we aim to uncover the complexities and implications of this ongoing struggle. The Kurdish issue lies at the crossroads of politics, ethnicity, and geography in the Middle East. The Kurds, estimated to number between 25 to 35 million, are often referred to as the world's largest stateless nation. Spread across Turkey, Iran, Iraq, and Syria, they've long aspired for self-rule, a desire that has continually brought them into conflict with these countries' central governments. Let's start with some historical context. Following World War I and the fall of the Ottoman Empire, the 1920 Treaty of Sèvres promised the possibility of an independent Kurdistan. However, the subsequent Treaty of Lausanne in 1923 failed to recognize such autonomy, leaving the Kurds scattered across several newly formed nations. Over the past century, the Kurdish struggle has taken various forms. In Iraq, the Kurds, following a long history of uprisings, achieved autonomy in 1991 with the establishment of the Kurdistan Regional Government in the north of the country. The region's stability and development starkly contrast with the rest of Iraq, particularly following the 2003 Iraq War. In contrast, Turkey has experienced a long-standing conflict with the Kurdistan Workers' Party or PKK, viewed as a terrorist organization by Turkey, the United States, and the EU. The conflict, marked by periods of intense violence, has led to tens of thousands of deaths and significant displacement. However, it's important to remember that not all Kurds support the PKK or its methods, and many have called for peaceful resolutions. In Syria, the rise and fall of ISIS opened a new chapter in the Kurdish issue. Syrian Kurds, under the banner of the Syrian Democratic Forces, played a key role in defeating ISIS. They established control over a significant portion of northern Syria, referred to as Rojava, causing alarm in neighboring Turkey and creating yet another layer in the already complex Syrian civil war. Iran also has a significant Kurdish population, primarily in its western provinces. While Kurdish political activity has historically been less intense than in Turkey or Iraq, the aspirations for greater rights and autonomy persist. Iran's Kurds have also been influenced by developments among the Kurdish Brethren in other countries. The international community's response to the Kurdish issue has been inconsistent, largely driven by geopolitical interests. For instance, while the US has supported the Iraqi Kurds and the Syrian Democratic Forces against ISIS, it has also supported Turkey, a NATO ally, in its conflict with the PKK. What then can we propose as potential pathways towards resolving this complex issue? Firstly, it's crucial to acknowledge the diversity within the Kurdish communities across different countries. Any solution must take into account these local contexts and nuances, avoiding a one-size-fits-all approach. Secondly, the Kurdish issue is fundamentally a question of rights, cultural, political, and economic. Therefore, the governments of Turkey, Iran, Iraq, and Syria must engage in sincere dialogue with their respective Kurdish populations, addressing their legitimate demands for cultural recognition, political representation, and economic equality. Thirdly, international actors can play a vital role in facilitating such dialogue and promoting peaceful resolutions. It's important for the international community to adopt a more consistent and principled stance on the Kurdish issue, prioritizing human rights over narrow geopolitical interests. Fourthly, any sustainable resolution must involve economic development and investment in Kurdish regions, which have often been marginalized. This includes not only infrastructure and services but also education and employment opportunities, empowering the local populations and integrating them into national economies. Finally, peace-building efforts must include justice for past atrocities and reconciliation processes. This might involve truth commissions, reparations, or trials, addressing the grievances that have fueled the Kurdish struggle. In conclusion, the Kurdish dilemma shaking the Middle East is a complex tapestry woven from threads of history, politics, and culture. It's a dilemma that demands not only our attention but also our empathy and understanding. Despite the many challenges, the potential for peaceful resolution exists if all parties involved are willing to engage sincerely and empathetically. Thank you for watching Middle East Info, and for joining us on this exploration of the Kurdish dilemma. As we continue to delve into the complexities of the Middle East, let us remember that understanding is the first step towards resolution. Let us strive for understanding, for empathy, and ultimately, for peace.